This will be my last video that I make talking about election 2024. Today is election day. And I was just watching a video on YouTube about steel coils. I'm a truck driver currently. I've been a commercial driver most of my adult life. Doing the math in my head, it's possible to say I've been a driver most of my life. But that's nothing. I'm very blessed to be a driver. I'm from Chicago. Chicago. The city. I was born in Michael Reese Hospital in the 1900s, in the 70s. And very fortunate to still be alive. So many of my peers are not. And of the peers that I do know that are from where I'm from and same zip code, same circumstances, if they're still alive, they're probably not doing very good. They're probably not driving trucks. If they're alive, they're probably in prison or they probably have bullets in their body. I don't have any of the above. I'm very thankful for that. One reason I'm so thankful for that is because, like I say, I'm from Chicago in the 70s. And no matter how hard my childhood was, no matter how hard my life was, I saw worse. Right next door, on the way to school, people being abused in all kind of ways. People in the classroom urinating on themselves. I seen that, man. And what happens when you urinate on yourself in the hood? Because of crazy stuff that's going on at the house, everybody laughs at you. I seen that. And I've experienced it. I experienced bad stuff. To this day, my teeth at the bottom row, I haven't got it fixed from the dentist, but I was kicked in the mouth pretty fiercely by some other little boys, some other little Chicago boys. And I ain't mad at them. I can't be mad at them. You know, we was born in the crazy conditions. And as I mentioned, most guys where I'm from, they're not alive. How can you be mad at a corpse? Some people are. Some people are mad at corpses. And I drive trucks right now. I'm blessed to work for a dry van company. But I got my CDL while I was on parole in Texas. George W. Bush, who been real quiet, man. I wish George W. Bush would have spoke out. It's too late, really. Today is election day. It's November 5th. I wish George Bush would have just gave his opinion on Trump and Kamala. I really wish George Bush would have gave his opinion. I was a prisoner in Texas. I'm born and raised in Chicago, but I moved to Texas when I was 15. And pretty quickly afterwards, I was in prison, of course. Like they say, you go to Texas on vacation, you leave on probation, you come back on revocation. There's a lot of other stuff to that. I'm not thinking about that right now. What I'm thinking about is truck driving, actually. My last job, I was driving a pneumatic tanker. My last trucking job, I was driving a pneumatic tanker. And it's actually daylight where I'm at. But the weather is so bad, I've been driving through tornado warning after tornado warning. So if I sit in the trucker's seat, sunlight is shining in and you can actually see me. But it's very dreary outside. I literally have been driving through tornado warnings and tornado alleys, and I got to pick up a load tonight at 10 o'clock, and I got to deliver it at 4:30 a.m. the next morning. Truck driving is a rough job. However, I got my CDL while I was on parole. It was a program in Texas Rehabilitation Commission. Donald Trump is running on MAGA, Make America Great Again. George W. Bush ran on compassionate conservatism. That's a beautiful thing. I wish that is where I really hope Donald Trump loses, and I really hope the Republican Party, because they're so gimmicky now. Trump made them just so gimmicky. I hope their next gimmick is compassionate conservatism. Because we miss Bush. Of course, guys like me miss Bush, but everybody misses Bush. You got the most liberal of liberal people like, man, I miss Bush. I'm not anti-war. I'm not that type of conservative. War's not great, but war is, it is what it is. There's a lot of necessary evils in this world. Probably unnecessary. That was probably a good Freudian slip. Unnecessary evils. Abortion is evil. We can't deny it. I already voted. I voted for Kamala Harris. I don't regret that, and I'll never take that back. I am definitely a never Trumper. Anybody but Trump. Anybody but Trump. I'm at the point where it's like Trump has been so bad, I would like put a 4-year-old up there. Let's see what happens. Jesus said the children lead the way. And Trump, oh my goodness. I'm not going to have an emotional reaction no matter who wins. Like I said, tonight I got to pick up a load at 10 o'clock. I got to deliver it the next day at 4 o'clock. Protesters better not be in front of me. Don't be in front of my truck. It is what it is. When I pick up my load, I deliver my load. Get out of my way. I've driven through protests. I've driven through forest fires. I've driven through the mountains in the winter. I've driven through all kind of things in the 20 years of my truck driving. And like I say, I got my CDL while I was on parole. I was a garbage man for years. I watched Piers Morgan talk about how cool it was to watch Donald Trump in the McDonald's. Fuck Donald Trump and fuck Piers Morgan. I've worked at McDonald's. And when I was working at McDonald's, I was working to make sure that I haven't had enough money to eat the next day. And usually when I worked at McDonald's, I didn't have enough money to eat at McDonald's. If I ate at McDonald's, it's because somebody, I was eating a throwaway order, I was stealing food. Fuck them dudes. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck that McDonald's thing. That shit ain't cute. That shit ain't funny. Fuck Donald Trump. I've worked at McDonald's before. And who knows if you could prove it or not. I don't know if that McDonald's is still open or not. That's in the city that I lived in for a short time. Fuck people who prove to me you worked at McDonald's. Bitch, you ever worked at McDonald's? And when you work at McDonald's, you get up, especially like if you're a manager or something, you got to open that store at 4 o'clock in the morning. You got to be on the clock at 4 o'clock in the morning. Speaking of 4 o'clock in the morning, truck driving as a garbage man. I don't appreciate Donald Trump cosplaying garbage men. Garbage men don't get enough appreciation. They don't get enough respect. They don't get enough love. I did that for years. I was a garbage man. Donald Trump in that glistening clean garbage truck, white, with his name, Donald Trump, painted on. Is that truck actually going to go to work? Because if it is, it's not going to look like that for very long. As you saw out my front windshield, it's raining outside. That's the one thing about being a garbage man. Rain, snow, sleet, hail, people want their garbage picked up. And if you do your job perfectly, they'll never say nothing. But that one day that you miss a pickup, that's when they making phone calls and trying to get you fired. That's the type of person Trump is. Trump is just a fucking Karen, a male Karen. And these are the people talking about out for this, out for that. He gets to make all these threats and stuff. But what if a guy like me was to say, I'll put my foot up your ass? That's when the police show up. Want to arrest the nigga and shit. Fuck Donald Trump. He might win, but it don't fucking matter. Kamala Harris, she is the son of, or daughter of immigrants. Her mom is an Indian. They don't like niggas like me. Her dad is a Jamaican. A bougie ass Jamaican. They don't like niggas like me. Come to our country, put stuff in our neighborhoods, open up a store there. And I want to say the typical thing to say, like the Lord Jamar thing to say. They come to our neighborhoods, they'd open up stores, and they treat us like shit. It's really a 50-50 thing. You know, in the neighborhood, sometimes it's all love, sometimes it's not. It's an if and an, this and that. It's a selective thing. We're individuals. You know, when I grew up in Chicago, man, when I was young, dating was so easy. Oh, we never miss what we have until it's not there no more. You don't know what you have until it's gone. Rest in peace to so many, man. Like I say, I'm from Chicago. It's entertainment for most people, or political points for most people. I got black family members from the hood, from the ghetto, from foster families that might vote for Trump. And I ain't mad at them. I ain't mad at nobody. When it comes to this election, me personally, I really don't give a fuck. Trump nor Kamala really care about people like myself. They've been doing this campaigning for years. They've never been anywhere near where I was born in Michael Reese Hospital. And then I came up on that lower south side of Chicago, the low end. They ain't never been there. Obama claimed politics, claimed Chicago, all this shit. I've seen Obama in many situations and scenarios. You know one place I ain't never seen Obama black ass? The low end of Chicago, the red line Chicago. All this campaign and they ain't never been where we from. They don't even talk about Larry Hoover. This man gonna die in prison. I hope Donald Trump dies in prison. I really do. Fuck him. He had a chance to pardon Larry Hoover. Why that man gonna die in prison? Real talk, man. Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump was best friends, best buddies. And more that's coming out. This is who you voting for. They said we was devils. We are the backbone of America. They call the gangster disciples growth and development. They call us terrorist organizations. Could you imagine the GDs, whatever you consider GD, growth and development, gangster disciples, any of that? Could you imagine us at the Capitol, storming the Capitol? Of course not. They would have opened fire on our motherfucking asses. And you got black people supporting these people. And of course, niggas like me, we just, at this point, we're laughing at you. I really do hope Kamala Harris wins. That'll be cool. I didn't vote for Obama. I didn't support Obama. I don't like Obama. And I was right about Obama. I was right about Obama. To all the niggas in Chicago, I need to get my shit together so that I can release all my videos that I've recorded over the years, my dash cams, going to the neighborhoods, filming stuff. I was right about Obama. I told you niggas he didn't give a fuck about us in the hood. And he didn't release Larry Hoover. You know, Ruger made that song, Trump should have freed Larry. Fuck is wrong with dude? Did Obama free Larry? Was Obama gonna free Larry? Has Obama mentioned the name Larry Hoover? I don't know. I don't think so. And, you know, I ain't mad at Obama. He did his thing. This is progress. And it's still progress. No matter what fucking happens. Even if, no matter what happens, Trump wins, Kamala wins, even if World War III happens and nuclear war happens, us niggas gonna be all right. That's one thing we know for sure. Niggas, especially niggas like me, born and raised in the ghetto, born and raised in the slums, we ain't never had a comfortable life. We ain't never had a house to go home to. These motherfuckers love to talk about, I seen some shit from some MAGA people. They was like, if you're poor or if you're homeless, you're lazy. You dick sucking bitch. I'm gonna upload this shit too. But it's real talk. You dick sucking bitch. You've never worked as hard as me. I worked harder than you by the time I was 10 than you'll work in your whole fucking life. I'm descendant of slaves. Not only do my ancestors know what it's like to work hard as fuck from before the sun comes up to after the sun goes down, I know it as well. And then you go to prison. I went to prison in Texas. Them niggas really do work them niggas like slaves. It ain't no hyperbole. It ain't no exaggeration. Them motherfuckers be working like slaves, swinging what they call 7-pound Aggies, and these are hoes. These are like garden hoes. These are long sticks with these blades, and they mow grass with that. They do all kind of shit with them Aggies. Look up an Aggie. An Aggie is a big ass hoe, a 7-pound hoe, and they swing these motherfuckers in the Texas heat. And Texas is hot in the summertime. So, like I say, man, it's so fucked up. These motherfuckers be like, that's some crazy shit I heard. I'm homeless. You know what I'm saying? I've never had a home in my life. I've never been a homeowner. I think I'll be a homeowner eventually one day. But I was born and raised in poverty. I've never escaped poverty. And working hard, which, don't get me wrong, work hard. Hard work really is its own reward. I'm 46 years old. I'll be 47 soon. I feel like I'm in my 20s. I'm in really good shape. Like, real talk. If I took off this, I got on a lot of work clothes. I got on a Dickie sweatshirt. I got on a red cap coverall, high visibility type thing. That's a funny thing. You know, Donald Trump put on his little yellow vest. I got those yellow vests all over this truck because that's what I do for work. You know, that's a part of my job. That's a part of my life. And to watch Donald Trump struggle to get in the garbage truck, which, you know, a lot of people laugh at and make fun of him, but you would struggle getting in a garbage truck too, especially every single day. Clock in at 4 o'clock in the morning. If you show up at 4:01 a.m., you're fucking late. And it ain't going to be allowed. It ain't going to be tolerated too much. This ain't the job for you. If you can't clock in before 4 o'clock every single morning, this ain't the job for you. Every morning. Every morning. Every morning. Garbage men get 3 days off a year. Christmas, their birthday, and Thanksgiving. New Year's. Sometimes it varies. It really depends on where you work, how you work. And then there's so many different type of truck driver, garbage men. I've done a lot of different types of garbage men jobs. I was a floater. That was the name that my company had for the guys that run behind the trucks, and you hold on and you get on top, you know, you ride on the back of the truck and you throw the bags, you hit that block, and you 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14-hour days. And it's, you know, everybody else enjoy the holidays. The garbage man, the holidays, they got extra work. And then you got to take Christmas off, which sometimes you don't want to take Christmas off. And then you take Christmas off, and then when you go back to work on December 26th, it's more work. I flipped a garbage truck on the 26th back in 2007, I think. And you motherfuckers, I really wish that you could know who people vote for Trump and all and don't. Just so, you know, not to be mean to him, not to be disrespectful to him, but just to not have to ever deal with him again. Because it's like, why? Why? Why would you do that? Why? Why would you do that? Why? Some people are anarchists, some people are Satanists, some people who claim that they're Christians are voting for Trump and promoting Trump and saying that Trump is Christ-like or that Trump is God's chosen plan. Look, I kind of hope Trump wins. I didn't vote for Trump. I don't want Trump to win, but I kind of hope Trump wins because I think that Trump will be God's judgment. And either way it goes, if Trump wins, From here on out to eternity, I'm going to say that we are officially in Idiocracy. The movie Idiocracy, watch that if you haven't seen it. It's a good movie. It's a funny movie. And who cares? Don't protest by going in the streets and being mad. If you're not happy about who won the election, you want to know the best way to protest? Boycott Christmas. Real talk. No candidate would like that. Do that regardless. Boycott Christmas, man. Instead of buying your kids Christmas gifts, spend time with your kids. I'm going to work really hard so that I could do that. I'm going to work really hard. I got a month and a half till Christmas comes around, and I would love to just hang out with my kids for Christmas. I don't believe in Christmas. I don't celebrate Christmas. I'm a Messianic Jew. And, I don't like the pagan holidays. I don't like what we do to children. And my children are being programmed right now. I hope I could deprogram them one day. Hell, I still play the lottery. Hopefully I'll win one day. But like I say, this is my last message before the election. No matter what happens, man, tonight, look, I'm a political junkie. So I already know what's going to happen. I haven't watched any political videos today. But like I say, I got to work all night. So this is going to be the first election. Usually during the election, and you can even watch it on my YouTube videos. Click on the live tab. You'll see me watching some of the returns live. But no year have I been working. I always work. I work a lot. Again, some dude, I got to try to find that dude who said that if you're homeless or if you're poor, you're just lazy. I need to find that dude and challenge him and call him out. That bitch ass motherfucker can't hang with me as far as work. What kind of outwork do you think you could do with me? You can't outwork me out here in the field. You can't outwork me doing nothing in the office, taking phone calls, not nothing. Sitting in front of a computer, typing words per minute, doing mathematic equations. Whoever that bitch ass motherfucker is, talking about all homeless people are lazy and whatever. That's the type of shit, man. I can't wait till I get rich. If I ever win the lottery, I'm going to just slap the shit out of people all day and have a good legal team to just back me up. Slap the shit out of people all day. I'm joking. I really am joking, man. Don't come for me, you bitch-ass hypocrite motherfuckers. Joe Biden said that Donald Trump people was trash. Them motherfuckers call people trash and garbage every single fucking day. And they crying about Joe Biden. Well, he's the president. Presidents can't talk about that. Trump was president. Trump talked like that. Trump said the craziest shit while he was president. The double standard that come from the maggots and the Trump people, it's like we're literally living in a time of trolls. They're trolling the shit out of people. And me, like I say, I hope Harris wins. If Harris doesn't win, first and foremost, women. The only way Trump could win is if 50% of women vote for him. That's the only way. Trump has to get at least 50% of some female demographic. And really more than that. More than 50% of white women have to vote for Trump for him to win. It's mathematically impossible any other way. Most black women are voting for Trump. Most black women are voting for Harris. Most black men are voting for Harris. The only way Trump could win is if most white women vote for Trump. That's the only way. Mathematically, I know the numbers. I watch the numbers. If Trump wins, Trump has to get, he don't have to really get 50% of white women, but he got to get close enough to 50% of white women. So, this is on white women, 100%. This election right here is on white. Well, it is complicated because of the swing state and the electoral college and all that. But either way it goes, Trump has to get over 50% of white women in these states, in those swing states. If most women, if again, it's white women. White women have to vote. It's just no way. It's not mathematically possible. No matter what state you're talking about, no matter what swing state, if Trump don't get at least 40%, but really 50%, he got to get at least 50%. You know, you look at the swing states, especially like Michigan, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is so funny. But I'm interested. I'm into sports. I'm so excited. I mean, no matter who wins, I'm gonna be living in this truck. I'm gonna be driving this truck no matter who wins. This winter is gonna be rough on me no matter who wins. I'm gonna be risking my life some days transporting freight this winter no matter who wins. I just was driving in Tornado Alley in crazy weather yesterday, and it's just November. What's December gonna look like for me? What's January gonna look like for me? What's February gonna look like for me? No matter who wins, unless I win the lottery, even if I win the lottery, I'll probably still be driving these trucks, man. But again, like I say, I'm grateful, man. I'm from the slums of Chicago. I know how bad poverty was. I know how bad 90s was. I know how bad the crack era was. I know how bad Reaganomics was on Chicago kids. These scars you see on me, you know, this isn't because I took some clippers and was like, oh, let's look cool. Let's put a slash in my eyebrow. No, these, you know, I've had a hard life, man. I've had a hard life. And my kids already, I love my kids. And my kids ain't had it cushy, but I can definitely say my kids didn't have as hard a childhood as me. It's lots of struggles, lots of ups and downs. Hopefully I live long enough to write my life story. Please like, share, subscribe. Get me out of this truck so I can spend more time writing, working on YouTube, uploading some of these videos that I've recorded with dash cams and, you know, life for us. Life for us. Being truckers, man, we need more respect. I really wish I should go in this truck stop behind me and talk to some of these truckers. For me, lately, everybody seemed to be in a cool mood. I haven't gone on a MAGA rally. If I see one, I haven't seen a lot of MAGA flags where I've been at. Maybe my company's like keeping me away from that stuff. But either way it go, I am curious. Like I say, I was a trash man for years, and then I got laid off. I worked for Allied Waste in 2008 when they got bought by Republic Waste. The Great Recession. I got laid off right at the beginning of the Great Recession of 2008. I got laid off. I got laid off August 8th, 2008. Like some people will never forget September 11th, 2001. I'll never forget August 8th, 2008. I was laid off from Allied Waste, and they had just got bought out by a company called Republic Waste. It was an acquisition. It was a lot of backdoor deals by George W. Bush. The same person that helped me get my CDL. George W. Bush, I got so many conflicted. I really am 50-50 with him. It really is love-hate with him. Because of him and his programs, I got my CDL. But because of him and his programs, I got some crazy violations. Everything in life is a gift and a curse, man. Donald Trump, I don't know. I'm not the judge. But I think Donald Trump might burn in hell forever. I might be wrong. But I think Donald Trump might burn in hell forever, man. If there's a such thing. I'm a Messianic Jew and I'm kind of on the agnostic tip. We don't know. Nobody knows. And we won't know until Judgment Day. I grew up as a juvenile delinquent. I spent so many days in court. And that's kind of what I think of when I think of like What is the afterlife? And Judgment Day, what the Bible talks about, that's for every human. We're all going to see Judgment Day. See, there's no such thing as time. When you really think about it, there's no such thing as time. What if God is real? And what if he lives outside of our universe? What if there's something outside of our universe? What if our universe is just a little bitty, you know what I'm saying? What if this is our universe? And God is like I would be to the universe. He created this, and everything that's ever existed is in that universe. What if there's something outside of our universe? What if somebody is outside of our universe? They have all these scientific theories, like they talk about the what is that? What is that one theory? The simulation theory. This is a funny thing about atheists and agnostics. I'm an agnostic in a lot of the in a lot of ways I'm agnostic. It's not knowable. We won't know the Judgment Day. But let's think about some of these anti-God, anti-religious atheists. So they believe, some of them could believe in the simulation theory, but they can't believe in God. Well, if there is a simulation theory, somebody created that simulation. 100%. If the simulation theory is correct, somebody created that simulation theory, and whoever created that simulation is going to be the creator of the simulation. They believe in anything but the Bible and God, and they're mad at God because of themselves. Speaking about laziness, that dude said everybody who's homeless is lazy. What about you people who call yourselves Christians, but you were too lazy to read the Bible? The Bible don't say a lot of stuff, man. The Bible says a lot of specific stuff. No Christmas trees, you still do it. Adam and Eve weren't the first humans, but you still practice that and preach that. Of course, God and the Bible isn't anti-black. You still believe and push that. The hypocrisy. And is it hypocrisy or is it intentional? Is it like gaslighting? Like the people who say crazy stuff about Trump, do they really believe it? Or are they trying to make us believe it? Like the people who say there's no such thing as racism anymore. Do they really believe there's no such thing as racism? Or do they just want us to believe it? I'm so excited. I really am. No matter who wins this next election, it's going to be unprecedented. If Kamala wins, first black woman, and fuck the people who say she ain't black. No, she ain't descendant of slaves like I am. But she blacker than the rest, motherfucker. That shit kill me. She ain't black. She ain't really black. Was Harding black? Was fucking Truman black? Was fucking Nixon black? Was Reagan black? She blacker than everybody else, even blacker than Obama, in my opinion. I didn't vote for Obama. I wouldn't vote for Obama. Obama was voting against, he was running against John McCain, and fuck everybody. I like John McCain. Fuck you if you don't like John McCain. I like John McCain. Fuck you, motherfuckers. I like John McCain. Fuck you. If you don't like John McCain, fuck you. I like him. It was a hard choice. Well, it wasn't a choice. I might have voted for John McCain. I probably wasn't going to vote for Obama. I read his books before he got up there. And again, I was right about Obama. He was cool. He was respectful. He was dignified. I like a lot of things about Obama. But when I sing the song, They Ain't Like Us, I could put Obama in that category. Obama ain't like me. He might be like you Negroes, but he wasn't like me. Most Negroes in America ain't from the south side of Chicago. And most Negroes from Chicago, from the south side of Chicago, they probably ain't like me. We ain't all alike. I grew up in Chicago, man. It was overcrowded. The Robert Taylors was still up. The Cabrini Greens was still up. Man, it was cool. It was cool. Growing up in Chicago, where I'm from, it was rough, man. But it was cool than a motherfucker. You motherfuckers will never know how cool that shit was. And you will never be that cool. And no, you couldn't have come around that motherfucker with your fucking whack ass. We would have given you a hard time. We would have made you cry, motherfucker. Anyway, I'm so excited. What I'm more excited, this is what's crazy about Negroes like myself. I'm more excited about this Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight coming up than the election. The election is tonight, and I'm like, woo, it's finally over. But I'm still like, you motherfuckers better not get in front of my truck and stop me from seeing that motherfucking Mike Tyson fight. And Mike Tyson, boy, if this a fake ass, if this some WWF shit, I'm gonna be so fucking disappointed. I'm gonna be done with sports, period. If this boxing match between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul ain't a real boxing match, I'm done with sports. For the most part. I'm already kind of done with sports, but I really am done with sports, which would be good. I'll focus on getting out of debt and coming up with a plan for me and my kids. How can I get myself married? How can I find myself a wife who ain't covered in tattoos and who ain't been inseminated and sodomized by Tom, Dick, and Harry? Should I try stand-up comedy? Tony Hinchcliffe. Puerto Rico, floating island of garbage. That was one of them jokes. Like I said, I'm from Chicago, so of course I know all kind of Puerto Ricans. Puerto Ricans are all fucking sensitive. Puerto Ricans are like gay dudes. They are the meanest motherfuckers. And they love talking shit about everybody. But if you talk shit about them, oh, Puerto Rico is not a floating island of trash. Oh, Dios míos. The meanest motherfuckers in the world. When somebody say some shit about you, oh, Dios míos. Oh. But I like I say, I hope it. Puerto Ricans should be voting for Donald Trump anyway. What the fuck, nigga? Fuck the Tony Hinchcliffe joke. The towel shit. Like, how could you be a Puerto Rican and the hurricane shit is not enough? Like, what the fuck? I really want to understand that shit. Fuck the Tony Hinchcliffe shit. That really is just a racist motherfucker that does racist motherfucking jokes. That's his shtick. He does racist jokes. Fuck the joke. And it sucked. It really did bomb. Tony Hinchcliffe, his delivery is fucking ass. Like, nobody knew what the punchline was. I think it's called Puerto Rico. It's a floating island of trash. Where are we going with this joke? I think it's called Puerto Rico. It really was like a, Puerto Ricans weren't offended by this. Puerto Ricans was offended by it, but it was offensive like, dude. Ugh. Really? You lame motherfucker? Floating island of garbage. Yeah, now my grandma won't vote for you. And I'm over here looking at you like you muck, you fucking hack. Floating island of garbage. I'm trying to do political jokes. I'm trying to be cutesy. And it is stupid. Everybody, oh. Good luck, America. Tomorrow morning, we'll know. Oh, but I did want to talk about this. So how the returns are going to work. I live in Texas. I'm registered in Texas. I voted in Austin. I voted for Kamala. Kamala is going to be winning Texas all the way to about 9 o'clock at night. But then it'll start going Republican if it's anything like last election. I want Kamala to win Texas so bad, but there hasn't been winters in Texas since 1993, 92. So like 30 years. When I moved to Texas, believe it or not, like people don't know this, but when I moved to Texas, there was actually a female governor of Texas and a Democrat. I think so. Hey Siri, what political party was Ann Richards? Ann Richards was a member of the Democratic Party. Yeah, so Ann Richards was the Democrat of Texas when I moved to Texas, and she was a governor. Hey Siri, who was Ann Richards? Here's some info about Ann Richards. They want me to read it. You read it. You look it up. Good luck, America. And Donald Trump, if you win, no matter if you win or not, fuck you forever. I hate you. I hope you die, motherfucker, in prison. I hope you die in prison of a fucking painful heart attack and that you're in a coma for like the last 2 years of your life and you get to think, motherfucker. I hate that shit. Donald Trump get to say the meanest shit, and anybody say something mean about Donald Trump, he's like, oh, they're fucking mean and nasty to me. Oh, Michelle Obama was so nasty to me. Michelle Obama ain't been nasty to nobody, you punk motherfucker. Suck a dick, bitch.